Hi, this is off script, and I just want to say that this was recorded in many different places, and also it's highly edited because I kind of suck at talking. Um, with that, please enjoy the video. Yes, endogenic systems. If you've ever dabbled in online debates about the idea, you've probably heard the term before. But what exactly is an endosystem? Why do people hate them so much? And is the hate justified? Before anything, you need to know some definitions. Endogenic plurality is a non-traumagenic plurality. It is an umbrella term for all kinds of plurality that is formed without trauma and is often used by systems who prefer not to be specific about their origin. The term endogenic contrasts with traumagenic, which is formed by repetitive trauma during one's childhood. Trauma-endoplurality is a mixed origin collective of both endogenic and traumagenic experiences. An example is a system that is formed because of trauma, but headmates can still form without going through something traumatic or stressful. Remember that endogenic systems are not fake. They often report forming through different means: spiritual experiences, self-discovery, or really just existing that way. They are real people living real plural experiences, and they should be treated as such. Now here's where things start to get a bit heated. Many systems, especially those with DID or OSDD, feel uncomfortable or even hostile towards endos. Some common arguments include what I have on screen. These beliefs aren't just disagreements. They often lead to harassment and gatekeeping. So let's break down these arguments one by one. Now let's start off with the classic, "you're just pretending." You can't prove someone's internal experience is fake just because it's different from yours. Mental health isn't one size fits all, and it never will be. Not every plurality experience will mirror DID. Assuming that they're faking would be fake claiming, which the system community as a whole is collectively against. It's also worth noting that faking is rare, and it's not exclusive to endos. Maladaptive coping and confusion can happen to literally anyone. Some see endogenic systems as making light of trauma-like plurality. They think that it's a quirky roleplay. But that perspective ignores the fact that endogenic systems still struggle with stigma, confusion, dysphoria, social alienation, and probably even more. Being plural, even without trauma, is challenging. They're not mocking mental illness, they're asking for understanding. Many fear that acknowledging endogenic systems will make people take DID or OSDD less seriously. But the truth is, marginalized communities won't get any safer by gatekeeping. We get safer by instead building solidarity and educating others. This argument is completely stereotypical, and it generalizes a whole sub-community. A few bad experiences with someone does not mean it's right to generalize a whole group. Besides, there's a lot of hypothetical questions I would have to ask too. Like, was the space they were invading specified to be exclusively traumagenic? Are they completely endogenic, or do they fall under the trauma-endo definition? And, if so, was the stance on trauma-endo stated? I personally think that endos should have their own spaces alongside being a part of the general community. A few of them are bound to break the rules of trauma-exclusive spaces, but that's just bound to happen with every single community. There's some bad seeds in apples, but that doesn't mean every apple is rotten. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders is not a complete map of the human mind. It's a tool, and it very much can be fluid as we learn more about it. Homosexuality used to be in it. Transgenderism and gender dysphoria still carries a diagnosis. Just because something isn't medically recognized yet doesn't mean it's fake. Science evolves, and we're not even scratching the surface of truth. And what's considered fact now may change in 10 years. Endogenic systems exist. They are not hurting you by existing differently. They're not invalidating trauma by being here. And they're not asking for anything outrageous. They just want to exist in the community. You don't have to understand to respect someone. Plurality is a spectrum, and there's more than enough room in our community for endos. If you're a traumagenic system, I hear you and your pain is valid. Your experience is real. But attacking others doesn't protect you, it just builds walls between people who can support you. And if you're endogenic, just know that you're not alone. You don't need to justify your existence. Keep learning, keep thinking, and keep unapologetically being yourself. Plurality is complex, and I hope I've approached this with the sensitivity that it needs. But it's time we stop pretending we have all the answers. Thanks for watching. Remember to be kind to each other and yourselves.